Hey guys, what is up? Orion Lonestar here, and as you can see behind me, I've got my laser drill set up. Oh yeah. Anyway, um, so yeah, between last episode and this episode, I decided I wanted to go ahead and get my laser drill set up. Went ahead, made all my pre-chargers, and got me a tesseract up here that I have it set to send energy out to my pre-chargers so I can get a good charge on my drill, except right now I have the power off. Reason for that is, let's go down to my reactor here. Um, it will drain it even when it's running at max within like 30 to 45 seconds. Um, I've ran it twice on a full charge, and it gave me a nice bit of different ores: redstone, lapis, diamond, glowstone, and it goes on. But main reason I want to try it is to get nether quartz. Unfortunately, you know, it just drains all my energy, kills my entire system that I've got going. So I only turn it on in spurts to keep my system going. So I do like it. I've got it filled with white laser focuses. So let's go focus. And I was reading up on these, and what the laser focus does is it raises your chance to get certain ores. I have it set for nether quartz, and as you can see, I have 6 of them here to give me like a 60% chance of getting one. I don't know, I'll have to re-look up what each one gives you. I think it might only be 6% increase. Anyway, also, what I've been doing is, as you can see, I've torn down my house. I wanted to, create a new house, but make it a big centerpiece. And I kind of got the idea from watching Treehouse Masters. It's about a guy who goes around making tree houses. And I was like, you know what? I want to build me a giant tree in the middle of my island here. And on top of it, put me a nice castle or some type of tower, a home. And I do plan to make the entire tree actually the second highest point of my map here. I want branches kind of hanging over this, almost hanging over the whole island. Um, I think it would be pretty cool to do. So as right now, as you can see, I'm just kind of laying out the roots. I'm using this kind of as the center post where I plan to put all my furniture, make it a nice cozy place to live, and build up from there. Damn, I'm doing that a lot today, saying So that's what I've been up to since last episode. As in between episodes, I realized I had not gone over all the quests I've completed. So let's go to Hell's Kitchen first. I started the cooking channel. Made my juicer, bakeware, mixing bowl. Went ahead, made my apple juice, turned it in, culinary genius required me to make some other implements used in cooking. That's the pot, mortar and pestle, skillet, and cutting board. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Also, for the hoarding, since I got my laser drill up, let's go ahead and turn that quest in, get that bag, as well as a red laser focus and a brown. I believe the red laser focuses are used to increase your chances of redstone, and the brown, I do not remember. I will have to look that up again. So what we're going to do now is actually start. Well, first we're going to get this red heart. Oops. There we go. 17 lives. And then we're going to go drop off all these laser foci. And that's why I have this chest up here. Bam. Alright, let's go back down. And let's open up our first bags. We'll save the epics for last. Greater. Well, let's open up our basic and good bags. Reward bag. Angel blocks. There we go. And these are going to be the good. Some chicken jerky. And some limestone. I believe I've already actually have some limestone. Yes. I already had 2 stacks. Also, as you can see, I have started adding the Nether or Soulsand collection of items into the machine. I went ahead threw a stack in, but I'll get to that in just a second here. Okay, let's open up our greater reward bags. We got, oh, looks like a complete set of leather gear, all with protection 5. That's okay. Ooh, and bees. Pristine. Ooh. Ooh. That is a huge score. Main reason for that is because in an episode coming up, I plan on getting into bees. I've actually looked at my mini map down there, and with the mod, you can actually lay out the biomes down there. And when you get F3, it tells you, like right now, this light green I'm in on my mini map down in the corner. It's telling me I'm in a plains biome. And all this area right here is also plains until I get into the river. So next, in one of the next episodes, I plan to start my beehive life right here. Later, I want to do all the trees and everything, so I plan on expanding out in the different areas. Jungle biome right there, desert biome. I think I've even got a wintry biome on the far side. I know I got swamp. So I can really get into the bees, all the different types of trees. So that's awesome. Anyway, let's check out our epic bags. I got a book with repair 1. Okay. That could be cool, equip armor with auto repair. And conveyor belts. I can already make those, so that's not a very useful excuse me, reward. But those bees, I think, were the best reward that I could have asked for. Uh, like I said, in one of the coming up episodes real soon, I plan on getting into, breeding my bees and making it, to the expert level of knowledge of bee working. But for today's episode, what I really wanted to do is something I really haven't done with you guys yet, and that's actually craft something. Um, Add to my machine base here. And today, what I'm planning on doing is creating a Soulsand generator to feed into my system so I can start getting mass amounts of nether quartz, because I want to get into the AE, Applied Energistics, build me a computer that can start auto crafting, because I was looking at all the quests coming up. That's going to be part of the next. I can almost complete that. Get into the digital storage, and that it starts wanting mass quantities for the hoarding. Go with the flow. I'll have to, once I get my AE system up, I plan to start knocking out some of these huge quests. You know, get into this, all this, start getting my fluids, and at that time, all my ores and not ores, all the blocks that it's going to request, as well as the Hell's Kitchen. Looking into it further, watching some of the other people out there working on these quests. I know I'm going to need a big system that is less confusing than some of the other systems, with easy production of everything I'm going to ever need. Uh, I know, like, it's going to require like 10,000 of these, 100,000 of those, or something like that. I'm going to need a lot. So we're also going to be setting up auto farms, slaughterhouse, an auto slaughterhouse, and then the bees. Alright, so what I've got already set up here is I've got a infinite water source, a bunch of barrels. Actually, there's one more thing I forgot to grab, and that's going to be some of this. Actually, let's go grab some of my ancient spores, because what we're going to do is we're going to mass produce witch's water. Yeah, I know I got to set up there, but I decided I wanted a 2-story system. I could probably compact it all right into a small area like this. And we're also going to add on to our sieving system so that we won't really have to do much when it comes to getting nether quartz, as well as all the other nether items. I do plan on adding more, but what I'm currently kind of just draining out what I've got in there, because I want to just start mass producing Soulsand. And what's nice about the setup that we're going to make, it's going to require no power other than for the pulverizers. I've looked at quite a few videos on making some of these machines. All of them have pulverizers involved, igneous extruders, to make your cobblestone to break it down into sand. Uh, so what we are going to do is set up a 2-barrel system. Let's move you out of the way. Because what I like doing, especially when I'm working a lot with item ducts, is use chests as filters. One problem a lot of people have been having is when these item ducts get full, when you've got a lot of them, it creates crazy lag issues. Oh, no. I did not want to do that. No, stop. Oh well, that's going to go into my system. So we'll let that buffer out. But yeah, when you got large, like stacks and stacks in multiple uh, item ducts that get stuffed, it creates some sort of issue that, yeah, just totally screws everything up. So, like I said, we're going with a 2-barrel system. One for the sand coming in, and one for the soul sand going out. Like I said, when item ducts get over full, they cause issues. So, alright. Hold on 1 minute. Alright, guys, we're back, and I've got a confession to make. I had already gone through and completed building this machine and realized I recorded none of it. So what I've done, I've taken just about everything out, and we're going to once again build it since I already know how. We're going to start off by adding the item duct that's going to pull the sand into our system. I know I had a barrel here, but to do exactly what I wanted, I needed a chest just to make it a whole lot easier and wouldn't have to worry about it. So now what I'm going to do is put a servo in there, and then I need to go grab some sand. And we're going to make this so only sand is going to be able to come here. We'll whitelist it and enable it so it does its thing on its own. Also, what I've done here is I've blacklisted sand. Now what this is going to tell the system is when sand comes out of one of these two pulverizers, when it hits this point, the sand's going to initially want to try to go down, and with it blacklisted, it's going to say, nope, see, there it goes. There one goes. So, alright, we're putting sand into our system. Now, what I've done down here is, like I said, I already completed the system. Initially, I only had one row of barrels and decided to go ahead and, try two. I learned that if the Oculus accumulator runs out of water when filling these, it could pause your fill rate and actually get water into your system. So I went ahead and made 3 of them just to make sure I had enough water. And let's go ahead. Where's my fluid duct? First, what we're going to do is make the pipe that's going to pull out all the witch water here. And we're going to bring it up. And over. And now what we're going to do is attach the inlet. The inlets are going to be attached to the Oculus accumulators to pump water in. So let's get that set up here. And I'm going to tell you, this system works awesomely. Um, I hope you guys build one and try it out and find out. So now we have a problem here. I could go out and around like this, or I could have put a cover block right over this top one here and ran the pipe straight across. So we'll just go out and around, and we'll get rid of this one right here. That way we now got water going to the system, but we will need a lot more, which is why I said I had 3 of them. And bam. Okay, now we got water getting pumped into the system. Before we add the servos to this to withdraw the witch water, let's go ahead and throw in our tanks, which is going to hold our witch water reserve. That way, oh no, no, no. Where's my pickaxe? I didn't want water in there anyway. Alright, and then we're going to come out from here. And go right up into the barrel. And as you can see, the barrel will automatically fill up with witch water when it gets pumped into this system. Alright, now that that's set up, let's go ahead and add our servos. So pull them out. Just go right down the line here. And we will turn it all inward so it's withdrawing all the witch water. And all that's going to go, like I said, up into here. Okay, let's put that tank there. Whoa. No. Okay, this one has the water in it. What I'm doing here is kind of adding a water filter, because like I said, if you don't have enough water getting pumped into the system, when one of these barrels partially fills, it's going to pull the water into the system, and then you get a bunch of water, and it completely stops up your system. So let's go up here. Okay, we got witch water. Now let's set up the export. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to grab a hopper. Well, first, let's throw an item duct here. That way items go into there. And we're going to put a hopper right underneath this barrel, so that when the soul sand gets made, it'll automatically just get shoved right into the hopper. And again, get a servo, turn it on. Alright. So now that we've got the witch water situation taken care of, and you can either use mycelium if you've got a mycelium block from a sludge boiler, or you can use ancient seeds. One ancient seed will eventually convert all this, just like one mycelium will. But, how you go about that is your own choice. Now let's go up here. So now we have this chest slowly filling with sand, and we want to connect it to this so that it will produce the soul sand. So what we're going to do, take our item duct, one right on top, we'll go up one, and then we'll come over. Alright, now, same thing, take a hot or a servo, put it in this one, turn it to on, and then flip it up. As you see, the sand that's already in this chest comes up in waves. Now with the system I've got down there, it does produce enough witch water. Well, at least it should. Oh, I think I know why. No! Okay, let's try that again. Not hold shift. Let's take that out. Take that out. Take that out. Put that in. And let's throw a servo in there. And turn it on. There we go. Now it's filling up, and here come my sand. Now watch this. Bam. Fills right back up. And per each of them, it gets right on in, and you should see here in a minute. Yeah. It already sent it to this barrel right here that will be full, or has soul sand in it now. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect this barrel to this system, item system right here. What's nice about the item pipes, you can have items, kind of going through each other. And because the only thing that we have this one accepting is sand, the soul sand is going to end up in this chest here. So we'll put one there and one there connected. And with our last servo, we're going to add it, turn it on, and flip it around. Actually, what I want with this is high control. That's going to allow me to use this switch right here to turn it on and off. And as you can see, the soul sand, some of the soul sand that was in there, okay, all of it, went straight into the chest. So let's take a look now. When it goes into this chest, it gets separated into the two hoppers. Like I said, I already had the machine up and running, and now I've got access to all these different items up here that come from the nether, including gas tiers. I didn't know about that one till I looked it up. But yeah, you get gas tears from Soulsand, glow shrooms, fuse wood, netherwort, thorn vines, ghostwood saplings, darkwood saplings, blood saplings, stingberry, skyberry, duskberry, and blightberry bushes, and what we really want, the nether quartz. Um, Now that I've had this running a little while, I don't have anything new yet, but there you go. A complete item system or resource system that will get you far here in Agrarian Skies. Um, like I said, I already have. This has been running for a while now. I mean, I've got 12 stacks of silver. This one right here, the osmium, whatever this is right here. Uh, when I was building the system, I just cheated each of the ores in just so I can get it auto separated, like I wanted. Until it came down to those, I kind of let them just fill up as they were. So I'll have to look more into how to get that. But there you go. I'll show you again. Let me throw some sand in here, and it will just come out in mass waves. Get auto put in, then sucked into the hopper and thrown into the barrel. And if you've got more than ample amounts of water going into your system, it will cycle through eventually each of the barrels. Keep your system full, so if you ever need witch water in the future for any projects, well, you got plenty right here, and you can have it set up to do your system set up to do soul sand, gravel, regular sand, dust, and just get you enormous amounts of ores that you need, uh, gems. I mean, look at that. I've got 28 stacks of amber, which is used in Thaumcraft, 14 ancient spores, which are hard to get, but I did absolutely nothing except set up a system. And with this system, you can break down your like brokens to crushed all the way down to pulverized with two autonomous activators, one full of hammers, and the other is the one that you put all your ores in, at least from this series. Vacuum hoppers to pick them up. You know, I've got it separated to where my auto sievers have their own, as well as my autonomous activators. Uh, Here's the workhorses right here, my pulverizers, and it's real simple just to, switch them out like that so that just sand's made, or you can produce just dust or gravel. Uh, I'm still working on white stone, smooth white stone, because that's supposed to give you the tinker's bushes like the ore berries and essence berries. So here's a parting shot showing the system in work, and it just filling up with soul sand. I mean, the only limit to how much soul sand you have is, what the container and energy at this point. So take care, guys.
Yeah.